CSS is vast. It's a big thing, and it takes time to master. There's no question. So what I'm trying to do with this video is, again, I want to emphasize the Dreamweaver's tools for managing CSS and using CSS. And I'm also just going to try and teach you the more practical aspects of it because, like I said, there are several books written on it, and I'm not going to be able to cover much of it, and especially in this video. That said, I really advise that you learn a little bit more about CSS in terms of the raw code. You should really get into it, and I'll tell you why. Because though Dreamweaver is very powerful in terms of what it does with CSS and HTML, it still has certain limitations. There's only so much you can do, and I'm not taking a shot at Adobe Dreamweaver here. I think it's a great program. It's just that you need to know the basics behind the scenes. You need to know what Dreamweaver is actually doing, because at the end of the day, when you're clicking all these Dreamweaver buttons and so on, Dreamweaver is just writing code for you, right? It's just writing code. So you have to understand that code. You don't have to become a guru, but you have to understand it. So getting back to CSS, I recommend that once you do this stuff, and you can have practical workable knowledge from this Dreamweaver CS3 course, but I would recommend my Web Design 1 course where I get into detail about code. I get into HTML, I get into CSS, and strangely enough, the course is not actually boring. You see, once you understand code, using a program like Dreamweaver or FrontPage or any web design program will become much easier because you're going to understand the basics. And trust me, it's really not that hard. You just got to give yourself that extra hour to learn the stuff. Anyhow, let's move a little bit forward. Now, what I want to do is just show you again to remind you how we can attach these style sheets to multiple HTML pages. So let's create. Let me just collapse this for sure first. Let's create another HTML page. So I'm going to go File, New. See, I'm showing you different ways to do it, and I'm going to say blank page, new page, and there's all kinds of neat stuff I'm going to show you later. But anyway, new page, and I say create. Should run a print. Type hello from Steph. There we go. So we got a page, and I'm just going to file save, and Dreamweaver is going to ask us, well, what do you want to call it page? So I'm going to be original. I'm going to call it page page 2. Yeah, there we go. Exciting. See, these page names are actually, except for the index, you know what the index is about. But, if you were building, here's a little tip. When you name your pages, try to give them names that are self-describing. So let's say you had a dog grooming business. You were building a site for them. So you might put price list. Give the page a name, price list, if on that page you actually have the price list. Or you might call it dog grooming. It's a bad one. I don't even know dog grooming. Dog grooming photos. There we go. .html. HTML. There we go. Again, you see the page name tells me something about what's going to be on that page, right? Keep that in mind when you're building your sites. Give the page names rather, intelligent names, so that it's easy to remember what's going on the page. It provides sort of a self-describing logic to it, if you know what I mean. And it's actually good for Google and search engine optimization. So keep that in mind. Anyhow, so I created page-2.html, and here it is, of course. So let's attach a style sheet to it. Again, we've done it before. Let's do it again. This way. We've done this way, right? We have attach style sheet, but we could also do it down here, sort of a shortcut way. You can go down here on our style drop-down list and hit attach style sheet, and it gives us the options right here. So right now it's see style.css. We can go browse, see style 2, style 1. So I'm going to say style.css, hit OK. You go OK. And there we go. So page 2, I just saved it. Page2.html is now linked to style.css. And we know it is because if we look in our CSS style panel, we go all, you see that CSS styles is now included. So now we can happily apply our style rules. Cool.